just had a 1-2-6 check out from Taylor. How he needed it, and one wouldn't have believed half an hour ago that one would be saying such a thing. And Taylor's now hit 10 180s in this match. Priestley's first came in the 11th leg. He's now had 3, and we are beginning to see real classic. Well, beginning to see, we've been watching for some time, a real classic.
Dennis Priestley still playing right out of that red and black shirt, and he's given Phil Taylor plenty to think about. It has been a match that has absolutely oozed class,
94.
quality and class. Two great competitors played in a wonderful spirit, and great shots and moments of high drama and excitement.
And if I can just go back to what I was saying a while back, Dave, about the respective records of these two against each other, and that's what I meant by it really doesn't do Priestley justice.
No.
Because although Taylor has by far had the upper hand, there have been so many matches between them like this that you just feel as though Priestley deserves something sometime in his favour.
Few would deny that, John. Few would deny that. Priestley's been a wonderful ambassador, and like the seasoned gunslinger he is, he's still got a few bullets to fire.
Yes, it's marvellous when you think 58 years of age, and we don't want to dwell on it too much, but fighting illness, of course, and providing some of the best darts, as you've mentioned, for many a year, and maybe the best of his life. Reminds me very much this, although it was in sets, of those two great finals I mentioned in the mid-90s, where both players were averaging in the hundreds. Then it was, and is, spellbinding stuff.
Just might be a sign that Phil Taylor has things on his mind. Surely went the wrong way. He wanted 91 there, went the wrong way. But he's left 73, treble 19 would leave 16.
He may have gone the wrong way, but he got there in the end, and this is it. Back in the groove, double 4. But if he doesn't get this, could be 12-8. Chance Priestley, I have a feeling, Dave, will be going off at the stage at 12-8. I think he'll get this.
Well, we would never imagined just half an hour ago that Priestley could get within 4 legs. Hasn't done it yet, but 17 for tops, and the gap would narrow. One more leg, double top.
42.
Well, he didn't get it, and he probably won't get another go. That's the last time I shall predict.
Just needs a little kiss. Didn't need the kiss. Went in all under its own steam. Phil Taylor, look at that determination. Taylor now really knows he's in a battle, but he's still got a commanding lead. Will he kick for home in this next session? What a match this has been, John. 3 attempts at a 9-dart finish, 2 10-dart finish, 1 11 dart, 1 155 check out, and 126 check out, and we haven't finished yet.
And we haven't finished yet. The other thing one has to say is that, magnificent though Priestley's fight back has been at 13-7, remind ourselves that Taylor has now won all 4 sessions. 4-1 the first session, 4-1 the second session, 3-2 the third session, and although he was down in the fourth, no, in fact, I do apologise, Priestley has won the 4th session. He was 11-4 down, it's 13-7, but Taylor got those 2 legs right at the end, didn't he? And the 1-2-6 checkout was very important in that. And so, at least Priestley won the session there, and that's what he has to do here, of course. Preferably 4-1, preferably 5-0, Dave, then it would be fun. But nobody's going to beat Phil Taylor in a session 5-0, or even 4-1, methinks. The way he's been throwing tonight, still averaging over 106.
Yes, Dennis Priestley is on a charge like the cavalry. But Taylor met him with a pretty square bayonet in his last two legs. And now he again has, what, a six-leg advantage. Beautifully, although Priestley has responded. Just hasn't got enough to overwhelm the man who, without any question at all, is the greatest dart player the world has ever seen.
Well, it's a greater one somewhere in the world. I'd like to know where he is. As the 11th 180 from Taylor goes in there.
Yeah. And that, you have to say, is monster max hitting. Taylor down, you know, at another 11 dart possibility here. Double 16 for another 11 dart finish here. That's the target. That's the marker. That's the dart that won the leg. Absolutely on cue. Priestley looks pensive, but there's no answer to that kind of accuracy.
So 3 more needed, and once again Priestley would rather not be applauding Taylor, I know, but the fact that Taylor is playing quite so magnificently well, there you have it. You wouldn't normally expect to be 7 legs down with a 97 average, but another 180, his 12th at the beginning of the leg, and who knows, is there going to be a 4th attempt in this match by Taylor at the 9 dart finish?
Well, I would not bet against it.
I'll have you a fiver now, quick. No, neither would I, Dave.
Well, I'm not going to bet against the man who frightened the bookies from Blackpool to Las Vegas. Now then. '18s possibly will be Taylor's target.
57.
You know, the stats are really quite incredible. Tom pluses, Taylor 23, Priestley 23. Tom 40s, Taylor 16, Priestley 17. Nothing between them there. Then suddenly, 180s, 12-3.
And the interesting point, as you've raised, there are those tons table, but I'm sure we will also see that Priestley is still out-averaging Taylor on doubles. He's not got more, but his percentage is what, 11% better.
Yeah, his finishing's been magnificent. 7 out of 12, 58%. It's quite fantastic, that. And against anybody else, he'd have had a few more shots at a double, and with that sort of percentage, he'd have been comfortably ahead, I'm pretty certain.
Oh, yeah.
But Taylor, the fact is, he's had 30 shots at a double against 12 from Priestley, and that says it all. Those 180s, in the end, those 9 extra 180s have brought Taylor more often than not to the double well before Priestley.
And in fact, you could say these figures are perfectly capable of actually winning the championship for Priestley.
60.
Absolutely.
Against a lesser man, 97 average and a 58% checkout success would be a championship winning performance.
Go back 12 months and we saw, didn't we, 68, 17 hits in 25 attempts by James Wade in the semi, almost as good in the final.
137 for the require 104.
Now double 18, couldn't see the treble. Sensible thinking from Taylor, and super finishing again. Is there any holding the man?